For generations, these families carried a burden they never chose. Many believed their future had already been decided. But not everyone accepted that fate. As Japan entered the modern era, brave men and women began asking a simple question. Why should a person's birth decide their worth? They knew the answer had to begin with education. Parents encouraged their children to study, even when schools treated them unfairly. Young people worked harder than ever, hoping that knowledge would open doors that prejudice had kept closed. Then, in the early 20th century, something powerful happened. People from these communities united. They organized peaceful movements. They demanded equal rights, equal opportunities, and respect. Their message was clear. Judge us by our character, not by our family history. The road was long. Change did not happen overnight. Many still faced discrimination when applying for jobs. Some couples were pressured not to marry because of their family background. Even after Japan became a modern nation, old prejudices remained hidden in society. But courage is contagious. As more people spoke out, more citizens realized that this injustice had no place in a fair society. Over the years, the Japanese government introduced policies to improve education, housing, and living conditions in affected communities. Slowly, opportunities increased. Many people from these families became teachers, business owners, artists, doctors, and public servants. They proved something the world should never forget. Talent is not inherited by social class. Character is not decided by birth. Greatness belongs to those who refuse to give up. Today, Japan has changed in many ways. Although some forms of discrimination still exist, the progress made over the past century shows that even the deepest prejudice can be challenged. This story is not just about Japan. It is about every society that has judged people before knowing them. And it is about every person who has been told, "You are not good enough." History gives us one unforgettable lesson. Never let someone else's opinion become your identity. You cannot choose where you are born. But you can choose who you become. The people who were once pushed to the edge of society left behind a legacy far stronger than hatred. They left behind courage, hope, and proof that dignity can never be erased. If this story inspired you, remember this. Your past does not define your future. Your courage does. Imagine being hated. Not because you committed a crime. Not because you hurt anyone. But simply because of the family you were born into. For hundreds of years, thousands of innocent people in Japan lived this nightmare. They were rejected, ignored, and treated as if they didn't deserve to exist. This is their true story. Long ago in Japan, society was divided into strict classes. Samurai stood at the top. Farmers, craftsmen, and merchants had their place. But below everyone else, there was another group. People called them unclean. Many worked as butchers, leather workers, or handled the dead. These jobs were necessary for society. Yet the people who did them were treated as less than human. Children inherited this label from birth. Even if they had done nothing wrong, they carried the shame forced upon their families. Many couldn't attend good schools. Finding a job was almost impossible. Marriage was often forbidden. Some families secretly investigated a person's hometown, just to make sure they didn't belong to this community. One discovery could destroy a future. Imagine working harder than everyone else, only to be rejected because of your surname or birthplace. That was reality for countless innocent people. But history has shown something remarkable. When people are denied dignity, some choose hatred. Others choose courage. And among these forgotten communities, there were people who refused to surrender. They studied. They wrote. They spoke out. And they started changing Japan itself. To be continued.